In this video I'm going to be showing you one of my fast money makers. I call this particular method my ClickBank sniper method. This particular method I used to use when I first came online to generate some fast commissions, and it works really well, and the best thing is it's really simple to do. Once you've got the system laid out and you've done this a few times, it is really simple to just duplicate over and over again. Now it does take a little bit of work, okay, so don't think that you can just build a couple of these small sites that I'm now going to show you how to do and expect to make $50 to $100 a day. You can make that type of income with this method, however it does take some work and you need to hit things in volume if you want to start to see big results. Okay, once you've got a few sites out there making a little bit of income, then it's just a case of doing things in volume and getting more sites out there. When I first did this method, I chose one hot product on ClickBank and I created quite a few sites around that product, which I'm going to show you, and I'll actually show you the page which I used, which is actually still live. And I was making between 2 and 3 sales from this one product alone. The traffic was very low, but the traffic was very targeted to this particular offer, and I'll show you how to do that. So this method does work really well. So the first thing we do is come to ClickBank, and what we need to do, we're looking for a product which has got high gravity and it's basically one of the best products on ClickBank. So we only want to be going for products that have got a lot of searches and are high gravity, and I'll explain why in just a moment. So you can look down the list. So I'm not going to spend too much time trying to choose a product, because for this example we're going to use the truth about abs. Now you may have heard about this product. It's a very hot selling ClickBank product. So what we do, once you've chosen an actual ClickBank product, make sure it's got like an actual name to the product. Like this one has got truth about abs, the diet solution program, the muscle maximizer. So as long as they've got an actual name of the product, then you'll be fine. But of course it has to have a lot of high gravity and plenty of searches, but that's what we're now going to look at. So we go over to the Google tool, and what we need to do is type in the keyword but add the word buy, because this is how we're going to be getting sales from our products. We're going to be targeting the word buy. So rather than just go for the keyword truth about abs review, which is what a lot of people tell you to do, which does work, you can rank for the keyword truth about abs review. However, there's a lot of competition because this is obviously one of the biggest products on ClickBank, so it makes sense to sort of go in the side door as opposed to go in the same door as every other affiliate marketer. So what you need to do is add the word buy before each of these products, and if we scroll down you'll see that there's actually 320 exact match. Make sure you're on exact match. Look on the left hand side. This is something I always tell people, because broad is just completely inaccurate, whereas exact, that means that there's at least 320 people per month on average that type in the exact phrase of buy truth about abs. Okay, if it's a broad match, then this could have lots of other words in front of it and behind it and in between it, but exact means that somebody searches for this at least 320 times per month on average over the year for this particular keyword. So we know that there's a demand for this. Now all we need to do is get our site ranked towards the top of Google, and we are going to make sales. It's as simple as that, because the type of people that search this in Google are basically going to buy there and then. They're laser focused and laser targeted traffic, and this is exactly what we need to do. So this is the one that I've used in this example, buy truth about abs. There's lots of other ones you can use as well. Another hot selling ClickBank product is the fat burning furnace. So if if we put in there buy fat burning furnace and click search, this is actually the product that I sold when I first did this method. I was selling about 2 or 3 of these per week, making about $70 to about $90 per week, on about 30 to 40 hops. So my conversions were really good because of the actual traffic that I was getting from Google. It was laser targeted, and this is what I'm going to show you how to do. So 590, so this is even more than the truth about abs, but you see 590 people. These people are basically going to Google and saying, look, I'm going to buy this, and they do buy that. Pretty much the first link they come to, they're going to buy the product. So this is a great way to kind of go into the side door and generate profits from ClickBank, rather than go for the going for the same keywords as everyone else, like fat burning furnace review. I mean, you can rank for review, but look how many searches that's got. That's got 5,500, and there's a lot more competition for that particular phrase than buy fat burning furnace. So once you've got a product and you've found that it's got demands, I would generally stick to products that have at least 100 exact match over the month. There's no harm in going for products that have got under 100, because you can quite easily create little sites as like a tester. So it's not really going to be like a hardship if you create some sites and they don't really become very successful. It doesn't really matter, because the sites that we create are completely free and we do it really quickly. So you can quite easily just create tons, and it's like a test. The ones that you think perhaps haven't got enough traffic, but still create them anyway, because you never know. Because remember, the Google keyword tool isn't always 100% accurate, so sometimes good just to create the site anyway and just see what happens. So what we need to do next is, once we've got our keywords, so we've got buy fat burning furnace is one product that we found. The other one was buy truth about abs. So you need to go for products. I've chose the health category here, but you've got lots of different ones to choose from. Education, home and garden, you've got lots of different ones here. Basically any product which has got a gravity over 100, I would say, would have a fairly good demand with the keywords buy before the product name. However, just do your own research, and you might be able to find some hot products which have got a high demand, which have got a gravity of less than 100, and if you do find those type of products, then that's fantastic. Obviously go for those and you should do really well. So once we've found our products and we know that there's a demand with the word buy in front of the keywords, we need to go to sites like Zimbio and Quizilla and create Web 2.0 sites. And this is how we're going to get our offers on Google fairly quickly, because these type of sites, the reason why we use these type of sites to promote our products is because they've already got millions of backlinks, hundreds of thousands of backlinks. So if we make a site, they're going to rank fairly quickly on their own anyway. And if they don't get if you don't rank too high in Google to start off with, then all you need to do is go over to Fiverr and buy a few gigs and send some links to your platforms. So once you've created a couple of Web 2.0 sites, obviously around your keywords, so you make an actual an account, and when you create the article within this particular platform, every keyword is going to be around your main keyword, which is like, say, buy truth about abs or buy fat burning furnace. Now I'm going to show you an example of how to do it at the end, because I've actually got a site that I used to use, which used to make me money, and it actually still generates some traffic even now after like about 3 or 4 years. So Quizilla's one site, Zimbio's another one, Wet Paint is another one. These are all Web 2.0 properties and sites that you can use, and these rank fairly quickly. As I said, if they don't rank very high, give them a little bit of time, but I tend to ping the actual, I usually go to a site called pingler.com, and then I just plug my URL into here and then ping the actual platform. And then you can also go to Fiverr and buy some gigs and send some links to your platform, to your actual Web 2.0 platform, your site. So this is how you do that, and it's really simple, because what you have to bear in mind is that it's not going to affect your ranking of your Web 2.0 site, because these sites already have hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of links. So sending a ton of links to some of these platforms won't make any difference. So that is how you get the sites ranked. Next, we're going to look at my actual example site, which I showed you, which I said about earlier. Now, in this particular page here, I use Zimbio, and you can see from the top here 2009. So it's still live even now. So it's a good way to create sites, and these will be around for years to come. So if you generate and create a ton of sites, then there's no reason why all of those sites, or if not most of them, should be around in a couple of years to come, still making you money. Now that they might lose their ranking at some stage, and if they do, you may just have to add some more links to them, but generally once they start to rank, they should pretty much stay there. Now, as you can see from this page, it's very basic. I've got one ebook cover at the top there, I've got a little bit of text down below, and then I send people over to ClickBank. It says here, click here to get started. Okay, and this is pretty much it. It's a very basic page, because what you have to remember is you haven't got to pre-sell people too much, and you don't have to have a fantastic sales copy or anything like that, because the keywords that you're going to get to this page are so targeted that people are on the verge of buying anyway. So all you need to do is pretty much just give them the link to ClickBank, and they will buy through your affiliate link. So this is the page that I use, and this particular page used to make me some sales. It's very basic, but it does work. So this is all you need to do. But as I said earlier, you do need to create more than a few sites. Don't just expect to choose a couple of niches, a couple of products, and create, you know, a few of these platforms and expect to make 50 to 100 bucks a day. It's not going to happen. What you need to do is hit things in volume, and basically create as many sites as you can. I wouldn't get too far ahead of yourself. Each platform, each Web 2.0 site that you create, you obviously want to promote it and try and get it ranked before you move on to the next one. So don't just crank out like 20 or 30 of these sites and then go back to the first one to start to rank it. I mean, you can do that, it's up to you, but I would do one at a time. I would build one, I would promote it a little bit and then move on. Or you could sort of create 5, and after you've created the 5th one, then go back to number 1, promote that, and then promote number 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then maybe make some more. But this is the actual ClickBank sniper methods. This is how it works, and it works really well. Obviously you do need to put some effort into it, but once you find your own particular way of doing it, there's obviously little things you could perhaps do different to what I did to make it better than what I did, than how I used it. But this particular way I've just shown you here is exactly what I did, and it worked for me, and I know for a fact it will definitely work for you too. So this is the first fast money maker method that I'm going to share with you. I've got lots more to share. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.